shining under summer skies, falling so in love, in love. But there in the sand, watching the waves, an infinite high in the love that we made. But something was wrong, and I never knew. We were caught in the undertow. Freer than the sunset, flying in the rising tide. Living in the moment, staring in your ocean eyes.
Hello everybody, this is Oscar Daltrey. I just wanted to give a quick little announcement before I start the stream. This game does involve very sensitive material, so I just wanted to give a quick trigger warning before anything starts. If you're sensitive to, sensitive material, including depression, suicide, and all that, please stop watching the stream now, if you're watching at all. But yeah, let's play the game. Hello, how you doing? Let's see if it'll see my face. Is the stream going? I think it's going. There we go. Give me a second. I wasn't a very smart man, and I decided to not open the game first. You know, like I'm supposed to. Okay. And as you can probably tell from the title, today the game that we are playing is, if it shows up, let me just make my face a bit smaller. There you go. You don't need to see much of that. If the game opens, that'd be great. There you go. Alright. As you can see, the game that we are playing today is Dokidoki Literature Club. I hope it doesn't. The one thing I'm really hoping for is, because I've been messing with my settings for my OBS streamer, because when I'm sure you can notice when I was playing with my cousin, the last stream I did, the lagging was terrible. So right now I'm watching, the stream health is not that good. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's that my sister is watching something. But either way, that won't stop us from playing some games. Yeah, let's play some games. Alright, I'm watching the stream. I'm watching the chat right here. If you guys want to chat with me, talk with me, let's start a new game. Whoa, what happened? This is supposed to start this way. I thought it was supposed to ask me for my name. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she's drawing to herself. That girl's name is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Motherfucker, really? Oh shit, I accidentally continued. Alright. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but started around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waking her up. Waiting up. There you go. I can't talk. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. That's not good, dude. However, I just sighed and idled in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I suddenly regret this. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but that's because I decided to stop and wait for you. It knows my name. Why does it know my name? That's weird. Okay. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Oscar. What if people stare at you? Oh, that's me. What if people stare at you for acting weird? I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. Give me a second, guys. Let's see if I can summon some people. Hey guys, I'm streaming today watching some Dokidoki Literature Club. Not sure if you heard it. If you start watching it first, trigger warning. There's a lot of sensitive content, but join me, Oscar Daltrey. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Oscar, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in any clubs. Oh, I forgot. People told me that I have to play this with the game files open. Let me just pop that up real quick. Go. That's okay. I'm pretty sure my file just glitched up. There, I have it there so you guys can see it with me. But I'll keep it here on the side. Oh, that's gonna be ugly. There and there. gonna be so much to keep track of. There we go. I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. Actually, that's not a good place for that because then I can't see if anyone's watching. There you go. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I was worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Too late, Sayori. Too late. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, Jesus. Woman. I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why don't I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Am I frozen? Fuck, don't tell me I'm frozen. Oh, no, I'm good, okay. Oh, shit, what? More than that, I'm surprised that, okay. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Ah, I forgot to read. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. There's the hentai club, there's... I forgot what other clubs. I guess I'll have no choice but to start with the anime club. That's the club I would join. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come in to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw... Wow, her voice suddenly got deep. Okay. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you can come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mimi. I lost a viewer. Funny. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show any interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in the literature club is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Oh, Jesus. And Natsuki already made cupcakes and everything. Oh, frack. Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. That probably wasn't long enough. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yeah, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and up the stairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Crap, I fucked up. What do I do? Boom. Oh, I don't really need that. Right. Boom. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, the game file. Okay. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. That voice just fit. Sayori's always nice to me. Sayori's always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Oscar. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Silence. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Was that supposed to happen? That looked really weird. Okay. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets all moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Hello, Mianicius. I probably said that really wrong. Thanks for joining the stream. Says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the others. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl in school, in the club. Well, don't doubt she's the smartest girl in school. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, I'm glad I said it better than most people. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Oscar. Monica smiles sweetly. Okay, before I continue, now that I see that there's more people watching, I'd like to give again a trigger warning for this game. Apparently, when I first opened this game, the stream didn't catch it. That it gave me a warning that this game is not suitable for those under the age of 13, and like basically you'll get triggered easy, that kind of stuff. Okay, let's continue. We do know each other well. We don't know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. No, it's not just you. The stream is buffering, like, in general. I don't know what it is. I think it might be my OBS or it might be my internet, because my family is also watching, like, Netflix and stuff. So hopefully by the time, like, they finish watching, the stream will get a little bit better. Okay. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Oscar. We made room for you at the table, so you can come sit next to me, or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika, and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabbed grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! I don't know what that sound is. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing. Little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Crap, am I dropping a lot of frames now? Of course I'm having a freaking encoding overload. At least it's not as bad as before. Before it was like the 98% of the frames were being dropped. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Of course. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? A tsundere? A bitch? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. No. Not for, you dummy. Alright. Oh, I forgot about that. Alright. Jesus. Gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returned to the table carrying a tea set. Why am I lagging so much? Doki. Let me try something. Let's do that. Maybe that was the problem. Dokidoki. Oh. Did I make it worse? I might have made it worse. really need to have someone come look at this. Okay, well. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. Yeah, this is a blind playthrough. I mean, I've heard things like, I know something's gonna happen, but I don't know exactly what. So it's kind of a blind playthrough for me. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I don't read much, but I do like tea. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, same for me. But I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I cannot enunciate today. So what made you consider the literature club? Bitches! No. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Okay. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? I don't understand that position she's taken, like that body position. It feels weird. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something much more bullshit. That was weird. Okay. It's because like I'm watching my stream here on the side because I want to see the live chat. Or I don't know, maybe I can live chat level slow mode. No, that's not what I wanted. Done. Clickety click. Pop out chat. That is so much better. Okay. I did not know that you can pop out the chat. That's so much better. Okay, now I can watch my thing to see if it isn't dropping frames. Okay. I'd much rather take something special I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Okay, I just said special twice. As if encouraging others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. And if I'm encouraging others... Monica's really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Yeah. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. Must be really hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort and starting something brand new. Especially when it comes to something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Very true, Monica. Very true. Alright, just making sure. There you go. Oh, I haven't been checking the file. There you go. Music's actually really good. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member. Though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Oscar, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read over the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? Does that count? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she might want to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. That can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. So she seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. I find comfort in the world of games. Doki. Ow, my leg. But you know, I like a lot of things. Like partying. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. You know, like Saw, or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once. Green Eggs and Ham. I know, I'm really sorry about the lag. I've been working on it. I've been trying to find ways to fix it. I don't know if it's because more people are using the internet in my house, or I don't know, but like please stick with me. I promise it'll get better. Like as I learn more, you know. And thank you so much for the compliment. It means a lot. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with the rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Horror, I should enunciate more. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. I said Natsuki's. There's more than one. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Yeah. How I write in my diary every day. I mean, what? You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Monica? Yuri? Monica, I got Monica on the brain. Little bit of Monica. I don't know the words. Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Awkward silence. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Is quizzically a real word? I don't know, maybe I'm just dumb. God, I hate that my stream is so laggy. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Really? Ah, alright. Apparently you did see that. Now I'm versed. Okay. I'm guessing that quizzically means like puzzled or something. Plus, now we have a new member. Okay, I already read that. Isn't that right, Oscar? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. Hold up. It's so one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls are staring at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought... Oscar... You all... Fuck. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's all like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yay, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Keep going. No. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came by for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone.
I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Oscar, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh god, that laugh though. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Okay, I'm not mediocre. I'm okay. I'm okay. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Oscar, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart from the club room. Oh, I'm still reading that wrong. The two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Okay, weird. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Pick words you think you'll find club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, well, I'll leave that up to you guys. Well, the one person that's watching. Who should I go for? I want you to be part of this too. So, go ahead and choose. Make a choice. Who should I go for? I'll wait. I'm looking at the chat and I'll make my choice. Hopefully you saw that. Okay. Well, if you like Natsuki, let's go for Natsuki. And I'm assuming that I have to choose words that have to be cute because she likes poems that are cute. Now, what would be cute? Sparkle? That was the wrong person. Fuck. Chocolate? Okay. Suicide. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Dazzle. Wrong person again. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Imagination. Oh. Oh, no. Giggle? Okay. I'm not good at this. Jesus. Parfait. Boop. Sweet. Bunny. Shit. I double clicked. Sugar. Dance. Wrong person. Skipping. Okay. Rose. Wrong person again. Fluffy? Good. Okay. Kitty? Kiss? No. Happiness? Nope. Milk. Don't see how milk is cute, but okay. Silly. Kawaii. Okay. Well, I mostly chose Natsuki, so let's go with that. Hi again, Oscar. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Oscar. I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and Monica. I mean, I said that backwards, but I keep my manga back there. I have my manga in the back. Manga is literature. Yes, it is. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Oh, okay. That makes more sense then. Cute or words to do with cooking. Okay, that makes sense. Oscar always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Oh, how dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is always messy. Your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? I just realized, does Sayori live alone? The way he's making it sound. They are in high school, right? I think, yeah. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Sí, papi. Nada. Yes, I'm streaming. I'm streaming. ¿Qué haces, papi? ¿Qué haces? Sorry, that was my dad. Okay, where was I? Where was I? How come? You and Oscar can be good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? I didn't know you brought me something. That's cool. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? I mean, if you brought it for me, just give it to me. I want it. Never mind. Sayori makes it sound like it's a big deal when it's really not. Uh-oh. I just mixed both their voices. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I wouldn't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you feeling left out. so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read. It should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted to. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Wait, I thought we went for Natsuki. Is this... Or does this always happen? Like this scene? Cause it seems like I might be getting closer to her instead. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not being much of a reader. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Oh, okay. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki's utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. Oh, so it's She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. By the way, how's my audio, like my voice? Is the music of the game overlapping it, or is it fine? You're looking for something... Oh. You're looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know anyway? Oh, okay. That's cool. Like I kept seeing like who was it? Jacksepticeye and like GT Live that they were playing it, and they also made a theory about it. But I like held myself back from watching it because I wanted to go in this blind. Like I wanted it to hit me if something bad's gonna happen, if something, I don't know. Besides, it's kind of written all over your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches that out of my hand. She then turns the box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with her voice went real deep. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was in the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Oscar. Consider this a straight lesson for the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. just like the title screen of this game. It's exceedingly moe. Yeah, it is a little bit. I fixed a couple settings on my streamer, and I think some people are getting off the internet in my house. So hopefully it is. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Huh? Why is that? Oh, I guess it would be easier to be closer together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her, either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. Hello everybody that just joined the stream, how are you? I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Oh, well dang. Okay. It said that 4 people were watching right now, now it only says 2. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet. So, I can talk at the same time. Looks like a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. You know, like the slice of life Gundam. You know, that's a good slice of life game. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with this guy at the ice cream shop. But that's just to help you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into their backstories and when some of their romances start to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Oh, dang, I clicked out of the game. There we go, okay. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. DBZ reference. Well, reference to a lot of animes actually. That's the majority of anime actually. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems to be like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into manga. Into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that for anyone that impressionable. Well, I mean, I do it sometimes. Like I made a lot of food from Food Wars, and it was really good, to be honest. Have you guys done anything from a manga or an anime, if you watch any? I feel bad for anyone that's that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that just explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Since all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Okay, you look a lot younger up close. How old is she supposed to be? I feel like the FBI is gonna break in like any moment. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? Hey darling, how you doing? It's not. The person in the chat, Iggy Perez, she's my girlfriend. It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? I share my manga with my friends. My friends used to always give me the Evangelion Angelic Days. Like anytime we were taking the test, he would always bring like a stack of the story, and we would just like switch it. Like every time we finished a section of the test, we would just switch it around, and we would have to finish it by the time the next section started. Jeez. Sorry, my voice cracked a bit. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up with them without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends that are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. I go to my friends for recommendations. But it's probably hard for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? You just call me a loser? Girl, come on. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. Does your dad not like it? Oh yeah, it's kind of like a no-no over there, isn't it? Like people don't really like it? Something like that? I don't know. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Oh, I think it just skipped a scene. Yeah, like, I mean, I've been rewatching One Punch Man, but there's a couple animes, like, my sister was telling me about this one. I forgot the name though. I might post it later, but like, yeah, you can figure out like things about me, like, you know, on my Twitter at Oscar Daltrey, you know, look me up. You can also look up my Facebook page, Quantum Saints, and I'm right there. You'll see my symbol. Yes, I just plugged myself.
I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that
It's not like that solved any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. Whatever. I flip the page, I rip it, and I eat it. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels.
Minori's my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when...
I feel like she's like talking about herself in a way, like a meta moment kind of thing. I don't know, it feels that way to me. Like I always notice, like in a lot of animes or mangas, like when they're reading an anime or manga, usually their favorite character is a lot like them. And usually it's like the creator telling you, it's like, this is what she's like. This is what she's like. I couldn't find an easier way to tell you.
Just finish this chapter.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words that the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, that thought made me smile a little bit to myself.
Okay, everyone.
Huh?
Are you ready with today's poem?
Fuck.
Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse?
Seriously, what is with that position? Like, not sure if you can see me tracing that with my mouse.
Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time.
Though you do look pretty cozy over there.
Huh?
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me.
Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now.
I close the book and hand it toward Natsuki.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but... Monica just said...
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Hmm? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home.
Yeah, I feel so too. It's like, it's just a... I don't know, like a snake position or something like that.
Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start on the next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow? I only got part ways through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish this? Alright then. I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. Much like when my teacher asked me if my homework was ready back in high school. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's wrinkled Sayori's is a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in the composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright. I think I should go for Natsuki first since I'm trying to go for her. And I'll leave Sayori till the end because I'm going home with her, right? That sounds really weird. Okay. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Okay. Let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Okay, well, good night. Thank you for joining me. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Huh? Then what was the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. I love you too, Iki. Good night.
In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poem? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel more comfortable. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it.
Really? Was my poem really that good? It's just a compilation of a bunch of words.
I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Ha ha ha.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it into the world that you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Sorry, I was checking because I don't know if you were here when I said it, but I have the game file opened here on the side on my second screen because someone told me that I should have it open. I don't know why, but I'm assuming it's one of those that like puts in things to your game. So I'll just keep it open, and I do have it here on the side available for you guys to see. I'm not sure, wait, give me a second. Dang, which one was it? I messed up, okay. Well, I had it somewhere. I'll figure it out if something happens. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Okay. Let me put on my poem reading voice. Oh, so it's a lot further into the game? Oh, okay. Then I shouldn't worry. I probably won't get to that part in this playthrough.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Critters can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Oh, well, okay. I love her music. It's like childlike. I'm guessing it's because she's the youngest and like cutesy. Okay.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I liked it. Oh, crap. Okay, there we go.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because.
Oh, dang, okay. I didn't notice that the thing was still there. Okay. Okay. But yeah, just so you guys can see, I do have the game file stuff here, so you guys can see it if anything happens. But I'll keep that out of the way for now.
So people don't even take my writing style seriously.
And yeah, very motivational, right?
But isn't that the point of poems for me to isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. Like it helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did.
I guess more went into it than I realized.
Oh, that was... Oops. I turned into Natsuki for a second.
That's what it's meant to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah. Guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay. Let's go with Monica.
Hi, Oscar. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or something, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share a poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Oscar. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand my poem to Monica.
Mm-hmm. I like it, Oscar.
Have you ever written a poem? I've written a few. They all sucked.
Really?
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
No idea who that is. Huh? Yeah, that's exactly how it was. Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling us all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might not even feel like they're writing for kids. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can express a view of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems.
Yeah, the stream, give it like a few hours or so, and it should upload. I'll check later, but I should be able to do it. All right, if you want to continue, go ahead, please. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe, and yeah, the stream will be online later. I'll make sure to make it public because somehow it doesn't make it public. All right, thank you. Stay in school.
But you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things, a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most.
Okay. Alright, just watch whatever you can, and thank you. Oh crap, I skipped that completely. Let me, history.
So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
About that. That's exactly what I'm doing. I don't know why this thing back here sort of looks like the Attack on Titan symbol. At least in the corner of my eye.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle... Oh, crap. The direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in.
Why does that poem sound like it was directed to me? Like, not my character me, but me. I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking too much, but like, a whole of infinite choices, that sounds like a game. Like, a game with multiple choices. And I don't know, I'm probably thinking too much. Okay.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it.
Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you can say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
Sorry.
An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
That's actually really good advice if you think about it. I'm gonna go with Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on.
Processing.
Okay. This is your first time writing poems, right?
That's mean. That's mean. That ain't right. I mean, I know it's bad, but come on. You don't have to tell me. Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Okay, so she's shy. Never mind. Yuri buried her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though.
Ooh, shade. Okay. Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. Not sure if Yuri was apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminated between its amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. calm breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. And I haven't commented on this in like a little bit, but each one of them has like different music. Like it's the same song, but different music. I think that's pretty cool. Like hers is a little more sophisticated with like flutes or like harp and flute, and then Natsuki's was like xylophone and stuff like that, like really childish. I'm sorry for having such terrible handwriting. Girl, I wish my handwriting was that good. Mine literally looks like chicken scratch. It puts the doctor's script to shame. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I'm sorry, I was explaining something to the viewers. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is really pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short, was it? Wait, why did I say was? Okay. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Oscar. I don't know why it still feels weird for her to be saying my name. Jesus. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Now, Sayori. Oh, I forgot her voice is pain in the ass. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Oscar. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I'm doing, what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an Oscar poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Oscar. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori.
I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. I'm trying to get them girls. I'm trying to get them digits. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna make sure that you have lots of fun, okay? This will be my way of thanking you.
Alright. I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you've missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to whisk away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Wow. Oh, Jesus, what is that thing? Kind of bug into my studio right now. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
At least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
I guess I'll look forward to it.
Whew.
I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Just as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Even if they've just been nice, there's no way my poem could stand up to theirs. I'm gonna quickly, why do I have saves? Maybe my editor played this before me. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. And they read in tandem. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? It's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I
guess you can say it's fancy. Fancy? Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
Alright, have a good time. Thank you for watching, and I hope you see the rest of the stream when it's up on my channel. I'll probably play this more than once because I'm pretty sure it's really long. But thanks for joining me, subscribe, and click that little bell icon so you can get notified of my videos.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Oscar did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you So based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't. And Oscar liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Why did it get quiet? I don't like this.
Oh?
It actually got quiet in my house. Give me a second. It got really quiet in my house. As long as I'm not lagging much. Okay, whatever. Oh, I didn't read that part.
I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Oscar appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Oh, that's mean.
Is everything okay? You know what? I wasn't the only one. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size as soon as Oscar started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you. I can't do both voices.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Oscar, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she can get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't happen in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain this to her, Oscar. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively, Jesus. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Oscar?
Well, I can't do both voices, Jesus. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, oh boy. Well, I'm going after Natsuki, so I'll go with Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented.
Well...
But Natsuki has a point. I think that... I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well.
lets the reader's imagination take over. Natsuki's poem did a really good job of that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can be definitely hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. Glance over my shoulder. Sayori's nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Oscar. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're both naturally beautiful. Yuri? Sayori! I'll go make some tea. Huh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, not Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everybody. Especially you, Oscar. Oh, okay, I think she likes me or something. She's giving me that vibe that she might like me. Which is okay, I mean, she's pretty. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we were used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. Bitch. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we all relax for a little bit. Of course. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Huh? What about? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. Sorry, I actually heard something like that. Hi. Oh my gosh.
want to show the pug to the channel? Well, just like push the pug to this over there. Look, everybody, I has a pug. Not sure if they can see her, but there you go. Okay, yeah, no, I'll make sure to turn off the lights. I'm about to finish anyway. Alright, good night.
It's about time for us to leave. How do you feel about did you all feel about sharing poems? It was lots of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Oscar, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everybody.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. Then in luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Oscar, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Oscar, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really have to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Alright, give me a second, guys. I'm actually gonna stretch my legs because my legs hurt. So I'll just leave you here. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Did you miss me?
Okay. So, we were going for Natsuki, so she likes, like, baking related stuff and cute stuff. So, fluffy, candy, nibble, milk, boop, bubble. Okay. Cute. Crap. Contamination. I'm sure that's Yuri, right? Dance. Damn it. Okay, that was my fault. Shopping? Sugar. Lollipop. Twirl? Alright. Kawaii? Shit. Keep double clicking for some reason. Covet. No. Shiny. Bouncy. Sunny. A lot of words that end. Oh, never mind. Sweet. Dang it. I mean, not that I don't mind Sayori, but. Precious? Dang. Marshmallow. That one's easy. Okay. And another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting again. I got a little more comfortable here over the past few days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Oscar. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not nice, brother. That's not like you at all. And I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch to get it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Dude, that's mean. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It's just something in my book. Yuri, tell Oscar to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oh! Did I slap her? Or did someone else slap her?
Yeah.
Oh god, I can't believe I made that noise. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh, okay, someone threw something.
Ow! What was... Huh? A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
When do you accidentally get a word right?
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
I can't do that.
So good.
That'd probably sound okay. That's not bad. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Oh, yours looks so good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Aw, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Huh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard of anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't heard either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open. Sup, bitches? Guess who just got out of prison?
Sorry. I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't